spaceship. I swear my life is amazing. Blowing money, no hesitation. There's no basic. I know these be hating, but that's what made me feel like in the real life. Driven all stars in the good life. You shine, I shine, and ain't nobody gonna take mine. I just wanna be a boss. I will never ever fall. I woke up and I'm feeling like a boss right now.
Coach, playoff fever has come to upstate New York, and there's a look at New Era Field in Orchard Park. Today we continue on at Wild Card Weekend with a great AFC matchup between the New York Jets and the Buffalo Bills. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And some room to roam now. Completes it to Lee. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. And let's not take for granted, in these conditions, that's never an easy pass and catch.
You really got to find a way to drive the ball. Get your grip. That's why we see some of the guys now that put the gloves on when they throw the ball in this type of a condition. Sometimes the glove might make it too slippery. So you got to figure out what's going to work for you. But how about the receivers? Looking back and trying to locate the ball coming through snow and making sure they have full concentration.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw, and this is going to be incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
The first down line at the 34 here on third down.
Here we go now. 3-19.
They'll set up a throw. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by David Anderson. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at the 34. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
On first down, it's Darnold. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Hurry up, here we go.
Back to throw, Darnold. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
The last play on the completion got him half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Now it's Darnold. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Jerry Hughes coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And here come the Bills. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
On the ground, this is Jalen Richard. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Gone! All right, here we go. Boom, landed.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Cole. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A very solid gain of 27. They go play action here on first down. Catch here, left side, Thomas. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations. but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
All right, here we go.
Now a handoff to Rashawn. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
I think a lot of people are a little bit surprised there that they ran the draw after that successful pass play previously. But the thought process had to be, maybe we can catch them rushing the passer and hit something big with the running play.
Here we go now. 319. 319.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Over the middle, complete. That's Cole. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when, and he told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great play there. 14 yards. And the Bills have taken the early lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. So out now come the Jets. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I'd file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jets in possession as we begin quarter number 2 here. And they've got it here with a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Darnold. And his throw here's incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
On 2nd and 10, Darnold. And he's got his man on the comebacker. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A good pickup there at 22. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. carry for the backup, Isaiah Crowell. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now let's go. Green, 30.
On second down, Darnold. Throwing left side, it's complete. His second catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
Detroit! Detroit!
A first down throw, Darnold. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 20. Oh, and now he bowls through an opening, and there he goes. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
Ah, you're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word.
Yeah.
You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Jets set to take the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first two drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
3-19.
Fresh off the pick six, it's Darnold. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
To throw on second down is Darnold. Oh, he's got him in wide open, complete. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. On second down, here's Crowell. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Throwing here on third down, Darnold. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
Here's a give to Richard. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey,
Now let's go.
these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Gone.
Back to throw. Looking right sideline. That's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A big play there. 81 yards. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
Pardon me, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Over. Gone.
Darnold on first down. Shakes off the sack. Escaping the pressure right. Letting one go deep for a Nunwa. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
Back to the air, Darnold on second down. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Quincy Enunwa, 75 yards. And the Jets get the quick strike touchdown. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit, because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate. Now Jones. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Bills getting set to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll make it second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Green, 39. Green, 39.
They're going to look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Well, he's been the guy already over 100 yards here in the first half. Could have had a lot more if he would have been able to haul that one in.
Yeah, in fact, our statistician Marvin was already handing me a piece of paper with that yardage totaled on it. He thought that catch was going to happen just as you and I did as well.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Now let's go. Green, 39.
Back to throw here. And he comes back with one complete. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout.
Here we go now. Green, 39. Green, 39.
He'll drop to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Now back to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. The Bills on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll look to throw. And he hits his man, Matthews. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 12 more yards there and another first down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
He'll look to throw. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. Back to throw now on first down. This will be caught at about the 6. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. A big seam, and he might go all the way. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 20. 10. And it's a touchdown for the Jets. You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead. Not so fast. That pick 6 really changes the complexion. Probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now. Probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
Myers connects on the PAT. And that will shave one more off this lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Now Jones. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. $15 seconds, all that remains for this first half as they come up 1st and 10.
All right, here we go.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 30.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Sliding his safety valve here. That's complete. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Here's Darnold now on second down. He's going to fire one deep, and that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. 64 yards. And the Jets have made this a one-score game.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Extra point up and through by Myers, and that will get them one closer. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
All right, here we go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a third down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
The Bills on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
Gun!
They'll set up a throw. Try to lay one up deep. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
12 yards on the return that time. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. And New York set to take the field. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or they want to take the big strike and go after it right now.
Whoosh! The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. The 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Jets are able to strike for 6. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Here we go now.
Richard. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And his throw is incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he had been able to haul that one in.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And Thomas has it. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Looking to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Lee. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. The Bills send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And New York set to take the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Tackle made there by Matt Milano.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Again, it's Crowell. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. Darnold on 3rd down. Throwing for his linebacker. He's got him complete. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. A gain of 8 and a 1st down.
Now that's absolutely frustrating for a defender. Had a chance to get him on the ground before he got to the sideline. But what great vision and understanding where he is on the field as he headed for the marker and picked up the 1st down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
On 2nd down, Darnold. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, look, credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs. They covered well. Allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. He got 29 yards that time. This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Back now in Buffalo. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4. This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
They'll drop the throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Matthews the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because it nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Over. All right, now look at this.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A good pick up there of 20 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90.
inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And incomplete. An excellent play downfield. Should have been picked off, really. But second down instead. I guess they're in a situation now, fourth quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Back to throw now, second and 10. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. They'll look to throw here. This will be caught just inside the 10. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal.
All right, here we go. Boom, landed.
Again, he'll drop the throw. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The safety, Marcus May, in there on the coverage.
Now, he's been a busy man out of the backfield. They've looked his way quite a bit so far in this game.
Nice job there defensively, though, adjusting, because a couple of his earlier catches, he was wide open. Not that time.
You mentioned the key word, adjustment. A better cover man on him now in space.
Gun!
They'll look to throw again. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
They'll set up to throw, and he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
It is tough to complete pass against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score. And he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
They begin with a run by Crowell. Isaiah Crowell, he's all alone. He's at the 50, the 30, past the 20, and he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Isaiah Crowell, 96 yards, and the Jets are going to add on to their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Myers connects on the PAT, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now Jones. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
As a rookie quarterback, that's exactly how you endear yourself to your teammates. Give it up for the cause. It's also how you end up on the training table, too.
Yeah, it's a catch-22. Coach doesn't like it. Teammates love it. Where do you fall on it?
Well, I fall on wanting to endear yourself to your teammates, but pick your spots. Be smart about it. They need you for the full season.
Yeah, the rookie's going to learn as he goes. He'd had some success as a runner previously on this drive, just not as much space there that time.
Yeah, this time when he pulled it down, they were ready for him, so I think he's going to have to fling it to you in order to open up that running lane again.
And he gets it down to the 32. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Now a handoff looking right. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
Well, that one was over before it could get rolling. How about the D just knifing into the backfield and shutting that one down?
Back to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
And while there's no gain on that run, we do know coaches whose identity is rooted in taking it almost to the limit and then changing things up on you down the stretch. And we're getting really close to that point in time, though, where the identity map to go out the window. They've got to go a little bit faster in order to try and win the game.
Well, there's passing game, getting them down the field. They've got another first down. They go play action here on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Only a yard on the completion. It's second and goal.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Now back to throw. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's third and goal.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as you're
fighting for the end zone, he lost the football. It's out, and the Jets have recovered.
Brandon, I don't want to violate any of our broadcasting rules by declaring a game over before it's over, but that one, that puts them in real jeopardy there.
Absolutely. It was a 2-possession game. It is a 2-possession game at this stage in the fourth. They needed points out of that drive.
And obviously now, no chance at all to get those points that they so desperately needed.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Hurry up, here we go.
Here's a give to throw out. And he'll get it up a little just shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. Now the Bills will take another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with one more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
They'll run it now out of the gun. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 3rd and 10. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning.
All right, here we go. 3-19! 3-19!
And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Here's Lachlan Edwards now. He's been terrific so far. Fielded at about the 28. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice.
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Leonard Williams in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. They'll look to throw. Completes it to Lee. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Back to throw here. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down. Back-to-back big plays right there, and the Bills have another 1st down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They're going to look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Buster Screen. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll be taken down at the 18. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. It's a gain of 4, and that should just about seal the deal.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game. Let's go to the post-game press conference. I have a feeling that the quarterback of this winning team is going to be given a whole lot of credit to the running game and the offensive line.
Yeah, I was just going to say the offensive line. Yes, carrying the ball has been key, but those guys up front, they've made a lot of space.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Getting into the playoffs is one thing. Now they get to move on. Just 8 teams left.
The dream stays alive. Everyone's gunning for the Super Bowl. That's the ultimate. But you have to get there in incremental steps. One win today gets them one step closer.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Buffalo.